Hello everybody, welcome back to more Elden Ring. This one we are going to be going through the Raya Lucaria crystal tunnel. Now, I've already sent the lift down just because it makes things easier for my purposes. When you're first entering, you're going to see the lift and you can write it down. But as with a lot of these areas, to the left where the breakable barrels are, there is a series of drop-offs we can take. It's going to get us a couple of extra bits of loot. There's nothing kind of essential down here. I think there might be like a sombering stone on the second one down. But nothing so groundbreaking that if you decide not to come this way, you'll be upset. That's looking real dangerous. Wasn't even a sombering stone, it was just crystals, which even less reason to do it. But if I don't do it, somebody will tell me that I missed it, and to those people I get to say, haha, beat you. Anyway, we are going to continue through the tunnel. The enemies here are more susceptible to elemental damage, I believe, rather than physical, so bring something like that along with you. May even be worth equipping like a grease or something like this. It's just going to make it a little bit quicker, but the damage of the Bloodhound Fang is crushing enough that we can do a couple of jumping attacks and get through them not too difficultly. Yeah. Stop that, naughty boy. Right here. This is a rune arc, or it could be Shattering something. No, it's Sombering Stone. I was miles off. So now we can head through the rest of the tunnel. Don't think that's a secret. It just looks like it could lead somewhere. I feel like many people have probably already hit that, and it would have already been revealed. So now that we get to come out onto the first kind of main area here. Most of the diggers won't bother you unless you bother them first. I am the kind of guy who likes to bother them because I want their loot, even if it's not the best loot. This is the kind of area where you just want to ignore the kind of right. We're going to go straight for this one with the staff because he's the one that's going to give us trouble. And then maybe decide whether or not you want the loot that they're mining. So this guy, for example, is mining a smithing stone. So we're going to give ourselves a nice big charge up. Because we want smithing stones, they're good. But maybe you don't want the crystals just there, so maybe you'll leave this guy near and he'll leave you alone too, which is kind of nice. This is going to be a shortcut up later. This tunnel is a little longer than some of the others, so just bear that in mind. And a ranged option may also be an advantage for when we're trying to cross the chasm. These two down here will both aggro, so we want to get down there nice and quickly. Oh, he followed me with that. You sword. This is why I want to be quick with dealing with them, particularly as they can spam that freaking ability, which is really annoying. Just going to stun lock me now. Yes. Things are a little calmer again. We'll go through this tunnel, which should be mostly dead end, just a little bit of loot for us. Probably not a bad place to try and lure them into, because then at least they won't have the range to bug you so much. That's going to be the path of progression over that way, so you want to come underneath first. Again, just check to see if any of them are holding anything you want. Smithing stones are generally pretty good, so we'll go with those. Definitely going to want to have this area to upgrade plenty of weaponry, especially if you want to test things out. Probably didn't need to kill this one, for example. On rune 3, we're looking good. What have you got? You have got crystals, we don't care about you. Again, for some reason, always seems to be this left side where the drop-off's going to be, as you can see. Check out the other side, not really going to be much there. So much like before, just send this down first. The reason for that is if you miss the drop off or for whatever reason you decide you want to come back up, he'll be there waiting for you. Oh no, I've never done that before. It was looking dangerous, wasn't it? Hitter. Give me your loot, damn it. Sombering Stone too. I don't think there's a shortcut here. Oh, there is. It's not one that I'd want to take. The main reason being there are multiple ranged enemies across that beam you can see just there, and it's already going to be annoying enough without aggroing them early. So we are going to head back on through this tunnel. I'm going to jump the rest of the way down. And continue our way forward. We should be on, so across that beam that we just saw across the chasm, that's where the first lift that we saw was already down going to be. We're going to want to get up here as quickly as we can. This guy wouldn't aggro, but we do want his loot, so we're going to deal with him. So we've got double guys across here. If you have a solid ranged option, now is a good time to use it. I might even partake in that myself. Let's equip. Let's equip my longbow here. Probably should make that quality, because otherwise it's really not doing as much as it could be. So this guy. Oh, do you mind, sir? Do you mind? There we go. And then we can even do this guy as well while we're at it. As we're saying, so elemental damage is what you kind of want to have when you're facing off against those. Otherwise, it just kind of bounces off. I assume things like poison and stuff probably don't work either. Bleed also not going to be a particularly good thing to use. So I just had to go quiet when I go across there. It's always crazy when you're trying to platform in these games. And then we can just send this back up. Obviously, if you are in a particularly bad situation with your flasks, you can feel free to go back up there and reset at the grace. We should be okay mostly, although there is quite a bit here that's going to do some damage to us, so actually maybe a good idea. Mostly before the boss. Come in here and grab ourselves some loot. I think the next one is less rewarding. It's kind of got, if it's how I remember, it's got some slugs in the next one, which aren't really guarding very much. So we're going to have these two. One drop down on me. No, it's going to get me. Or is it the one with the crazy winged thing? Crazy winged thing. I hate these. Where are you? Oh. So these ones drop the crystals like the other ones can. So I kind of want to... Oh, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. I knew what you were going to do. At least it wasn't as bad as it could be. Crazy freaking moves on you guys. Crystal knife. So we're going pretty well so far. Boss is quite close. So we can deal with you first. I don't know why you're so much tougher than the others. You are staggerable in the end, are you? Nope. No! Stop it! Oh well, that should be good. Yeah. Give me all your loot. Shatter Earth. Haha, that's what I thought was going to be at the beginning. Do I have to get annoyed if you take this stuff? I guess not. Don't care about crystals, don't care about crystals. More smithing stones. These will aggro as a group, so just be aware of that. Maybe not. Some stone in the middle, lovely. Just double check this one up at the top. Wasn't getting anything. It's just crystals. Hello. You didn't tag. Oh, it's because we jumped off. That's all good. And then we can go on for the boss, which is going to be a double crystalline enemy. You are likely to want to bring a good summon for this. So I'm just going to be using my wolves that are +4 again. Just double check. Just double check. This is where the drop-off's going to be, and there is one. Don't know why it's always this left side, but it is always the left side. I'm sure there are exceptions that I'm forgetting about, but just how it seems to be. Sombring Stone 3. This is actually quite a long one for a one of these videos, and this is, in my opinion, absurdly long, especially with like the enemies that we go past to reset this boss. So we didn't use any FP, that's good. I'm going to get the wolves out, that's going to be way better for this than the... Oh, it's just one, it's not two. Okay, this is going to be easy. So this guy will look like he's taking like no damage, but basically we have to shatter the crystal on it. So we kind of want to jump in there. It's going to have like unlimited poison until we do it, but you'll see that it kind of just suddenly starts staggering a lot, and it should go into like a hostile state. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So now it's going to be basically not even an enemy, because we can just swing on it, and it won't be able to stop staggering. So it's now got no poise, no damage resistance, and there's nothing left. Realistically speaking, they're only an issue when there's more than one. There are instances when there are like 3, and at that point, that's when they are a problem. But in this case, nice and easy. That is everything in here of note. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.